Almost everyone who tries sewing quits for the same reason, and that is because they actually start the wrong way. I know that because I almost quit too many years ago. My very first project looked so bad. I cried and I laughed because it looked like a wrinkled potato sack. But once I learned the right step-by-step way to start sewing, everything changed. I step back and I learn. So if you're a beginner and feeling frustrated, this video might save you months of confusion. So you did it. You bought a sewing machine and you had these incredible dreams of closet full of handmade clothes. But right now you're staring at a mess, tangled thread, your stitches are wobbly, and you have the sickening feeling in your stomach that you wasted some money on a sewing machine and sewing is not for you. The fabric is puckered, the thread is breaking, and your project looks absolutely nothing like the picture in your head. But trust me, I've been there. I almost quit before I even really got started. My very first attempt of dress was so ugly, was so horrifying that I cried. I laughed while I looked at it because it looked like a ruffled potato sack. But I'm going to show you how I went from that ruffled potato sack and tears on my face to confidently sewing my own clothes in my business. So let's get right into it. So maybe this is you right now. You bought a sewing machine. You are very excited, maybe a little bit proud, and I hope you're proud of yourself because this is a big step and this is the beginning of something great. You also probably imagine yourself making your own clothes, fixing things instead of throwing them away, and also maybe creating a little side hustle for yourself. But right now you are actually looking at crooked stitches, bunched up fabric, and you are actually sitting down and thinking, maybe sewing isn't for me. Maybe I'm just not good at this. This is exactly how I felt, and I completely understand. So I want you to know something. I've been exactly where you are, and I'm not the only one, and you're not the only one. But the truth is, the problem wasn't the sewing. Sewing is for everyone. The problem was how I tried to learn it. As soon as I changed the approach, everything started to click for me. And today I want to share the simple step-by-step path that finally helped me learn sewing without feeling overwhelmed. So when I first decided to sew, my enthusiasm was through the roof. I actually spent hours scrolling through pictures of gorgeous handmade dresses and chic outfits and thinking, yeah, I can do this. Why not? And this was what was feeding me every single day. So I ran out, I bought a sewing machine, I bought a complicated pattern and not a beginner level because I didn't even know patterns are for beginner, intermediate, and advanced skills. And I just dove in. I placed it on top of my fabric. I cut the fabric. I turned on the machine and I hoped it would somehow magically work out. Oh well, it didn't. The fabric kept shifting. Absolutely normal for a beginner. My seams were very crooked, perfectly normal, and I had no idea half of the sewing terms meant. And every time something went wrong, I thought that maybe actually sewing isn't for me and then I'm wasting my time. Even if I started watching tutorials, every tutorial I watched seemed to assume I already knew the things that they were talking about. They were throwing around terms like rain line, seam allowance, backstitching, like I was actually supposed to be bored knowing them. But after a while I realized something really important. No one learns sewing by jumping straight into big projects. This is such wrong way to learn. Just like cooking, just like driving or learning an instrument, you have to give yourself time, you have to have patience, and you also have to start small. So this approach truly left me with a pile of half-finished projects as well, a very bruised ego, a hole in my bank account because I purchased a lot of stuff being very excited, and obviously the next thing was for my sewing machine to be packed and put away, gathering dust. And I figured that is going to be one of my failures because this is truly the story I hear all the time from beginners. And this cycle of excitement, the frustration, and then giving up. The problem is the approach, because as soon as you can tell yourself that you are a beginner and sit yourself in a beginner seat and strap yourself down and do not get up until you are ready to move up to another level, you won't be able to go anywhere else other than sit in a frustration and anger and losing of money and confidence. So once I allowed myself to truly feel like a beginner, I've actually started improving, and I pay attention to small details, and 100% everything changed. After taking a break to let my frustration cool down, I decided to give it one last shot. And I went through my first experience and I realized that yes, I did it all wrong and I need to do it completely differently. So I tossed out the complicated patterns. I got rid of the pressure as well, because having a pressure to make something perfect at the beginning and something very complicated is actually going to kill that confidence really, really quick. So instead, I decided to learn sewing like you learn anything else, from the ground up, with just a lot of patience. Gave myself permission to be a beginner, no matter how old you are, no matter who you are and how many degrees you have. If you've never done sewing, you are a beginner and you need to start from the bottom with the basics. As soon as I accepted that mistakes were going to happen anyway, no matter who I was, and that they were actually a good thing because it's a necessary part of learning, everything changed. So that change in mindset was absolutely everything for me. It let me slow down and break sewing into tiny, manageable pieces. And that's the exact method I'm going to share with you today. I want to share the 5 simple stages that helped me go from being a frustrated beginner trying to achieve big things to someone who actually enjoyed sewing. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to take one small step at a time. So stage 1, make friends with a needle and a thread. Before you even plug your sewing machine and you go through the manual, I want you to start sewing by hand. Hand sewing teaches you the pure mechanics of how the stitches work and give you a real sense of the thread and the fabric and how the needle penetrates the fabric. You don't need anything fancy. Don't go out and spend a lot of money. Just the needle, some thread, and if you don't have any fabric scraps, just use an old pillowcase on an old t-shirt. Just focus on 3 things: threading the needle, tying a knot, and making a simple running stitch. And you will learn that in the beginning, your stitches are not going to even be even, but that's okay. And this is not going to be a very first perfect seam, but just practice, and that's going to move you forward. Do this for as long as you want. You practice, the more you practice, the better it is. And you will also be shocked how quickly you start to feel in control. Stage number 2, the surprising power of a straight line. So the single most important skill you can master right now, where you are, it's sewing a perfect straight line. Everything else, it's actually in sewing, it's built on this sewing straight line. So grab a piece of paper and draw some straight lines without any thread in your machine. Just sew along the lines. That's all you need to do. So this helps you get very comfortable controlling the machine. Now, once you've got the hang of it, you need to thread your machine and just stitch some scrap fabrics, right? Don't even think about the project yet. Just sew line as many as you want in order to practice. Stage 3, learn 3 simple sewing habits. These prove to be absolutely brilliant gold, diamond habits in the long run. They will save a lot of frustration, and it's absolutely best idea for you to start good habits early in order to have successful projects. First of all, I would recommend for you to wash the fabric first. Many fabrics shrink when they are washed. And so imagine you created this beautiful project. You didn't wash your fabric first. Could be something that you spent hours making, but then it would shrink later and that project become unwearable. That garment become unwearable. How bad that's going to be. So always wash and dry your fabric first. That's going to be my number one success habit. My second success habit is please use your iron. This really surprised me when I first learned it, mainly because in sewing, the iron isn't actually a fancy thing to have around. It's actually a tool, and it's not just something for wrinkles. By pressing your seams is going to make your projects clean, sleek, polished, and obviously, in the end, they're going to look a lot more professional, and it's going to take you from that handmade part to professional garments. So please use the iron. That's my second success habit. My third success habit for you is learn that fabric has a natural direction. And so when patterns are showing you an arrow calling the grain line, it just means place the pattern this direction on the fabric. Because if you don't, and if you go against the grain, and if you don't follow the grain, your clothes are going to be sloppy and they're not going to hang properly. So you follow that in order for you to have some nice, clean, finished garments. Stage number 4. So with those rules in your back pocket, it's time for you to upgrade and build on those skills. Most projects involve more than just straight line. Now let's get comfortable with curves, angles, and backstitching. I mentioned in the beginning of this video backstitching, and it's just sewing few stitches in reverse at the start and end of a seam. And because this is going to look your stitches so they don't unravel. Your machine has a button or a lever for this. Please create this as a second nature because it's going to save you a lot of headache. So now let's go to curves and angles. The secret is simple. Just go as slow as you can. Draw some gentle curves on a scrap of fabric or even on paper if you want to go back and do that. Guide the fabric slowly with your hands and make very tiny adjustments. Don't be afraid to stop with the needle down in a fabric, lift the foot and adjust it and just see your progress. It's okay to go slow. Please learn that sewing is not a race, right? So don't treat it like you need to go as fast as you can because that's going to lead to a lot of mistakes. Stage number 5 is your first quick win project. So based on the stages that we've learned so far, it's also time for you to apply to an actual project. So let's pull all those skills together into a project that will give you a massive confidence boost, because keep practicing without an actual result is kind of gonna keep you guessing. So right now we are still avoiding those complicated store-bought patterns. I truly still avoid them to the day. Instead, we are making something very simple, very, very satisfying, like maybe a tote bag or anything of this kind. Your first project should only be a small win and not a huge challenge. Don't try to go for a pair of pants first because it might not come out right and it's going to throw you back into I think sewing isn't for me. For tote bag, it's amazing because it's basically just few rectangles sewn together. These are just very low stress, high reward project that proves that you can make something useful and beautiful from start to finish. When you finish one, something amazing is going to happen. You're going to realize that I actually made this myself. You're going to look at it and you're going to be quite proud. And you know what? This is the time when you're going to shift from, I don't think sewing it's for me, to, I actually think I can do this. And this is going to be a moment that is going to feel really special and very empowering. Following this method completely changed my relationship with sewing, and I went from feeling like a frustrated failure to feeling empowered and joyful and happy to learning. If you are just starting your sewing journey, I want you to remember this. Be patient with yourself. Every crooked stitch and every mistake is just part of the process. Nobody starts just good at sewing. Nobody. They can tell you anything they want, but I can assure you that this is not a natural skill. This is something that you need to learn. We all learn one small step at a time. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe. My next video is going to be, what do I need to start? I'll show you exactly low-cost toolkit that will help you move forward quicker. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me about your sewing dream. What's the first thing you want to sew? I'll be very happy to hear. Thank you very much for being here. Looking forward to see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.